Doc, let's talk about the shock that some people experience when they realize after marriage that the spouse that they thought they had, the reality is not what they dreamt about or imagined. How do couples weather that initial shock when you get into the same house with the person and you realize that it's not what you thought it was before?
I mean, if your courtship was done well, there will be no shock. I mean, except one person intentionally hid facts and truths from each other. But what you get to know whilst you're courting and somebody is basically what you see in marriage. It will just be a raw state of it. In other words, you're not going to your home and meeting at 5 o'clock the next day, but now you're living 24/7 with the person. So it will seem as if whatever you saw is now multiplied by the number of hours that you are together. And because when you get married to, you don't filter your views as much as when you were courting, those differences may seem real. But my view is marriage is a long-term process. So have a long-term view of everything you're going through. There are things that may be very disturbing now, but if you're looking at marrying for 60 years, you can deal with 5 years, you can deal with 10 years. You can pace yourself and work through your problems for those 60 years. But if you're looking at it for instant pleasure, instant happiness, I need to be happy now, I'm married, I need to be happy now, you're not going to be. I have said that the first 10 years of your marriage is just getting to know the person you're married to, just getting to know them. Second 10 years is adjusting to them. That takes you to 20 years. 20 years is when you start really enjoying your marriage. And by the time your marriage is 30 years, 40 years, you're really enjoying your marriage if the foundations have been done well. So it's not something that is enjoyed very early. It's enjoyed later. And so that's how you have to look at it. If you wanted enjoyment right now, you'll be disappointed. It's a 60-year job. So take your time and go through it. And by 60 years, when you are in your 80s, and you're all sitting down together, and you don't want your wife to leave you, you don't want your husband to leave you, and you're constantly together, that's when your marriage is really working.
Now, you talk about 10 years. Those who've done 10 weeks or 10 days, they should keep quiet.
Yes, because I think, we romanticize this process as if the day you get married, then you'll be the happiest person. It's a work of a union. You're trying to bring two people from different backgrounds together. It takes quite an effort. It takes quite an effort. And I'm not saying that if there is gross abuse, then stay there and just wait for 60 years. That's not what I'm talking about. We've covered that already. I'm talking about when it's just temperamental and personality conflicts and little misunderstandings, arguments that are very incessant. You work your way through.
Somebody said, on the lighter side, somebody said by the time they removed the attachments, what he got was not what he thought he had.
Yes. I mean, if you were courting and you were just amazed by eyelashes and attachments, then the wedding night would be a big shock.
But following up on that, what does a spouse do when the partner consistently insists that the marriage is a mistake, the choice they made is a mistake, keeps on confessing it?
It's one of those things that sometimes for Christians, it comes because of a certain spiritual idea that God has to specifically direct something. And so if we didn't receive a specific spiritual direction, then we are very unsure whether it is right or wrong. And then, when we hit a problem, we say, the marriage was wrong. I've heard people teach, for example, using the story of Jacob, that Jacob's marriage of Leah was wrong because he wanted Rachel and he was giving Leah. And I said, no, it wasn't wrong. It was right. It was, in fact, he should just have stuck with her. Because if he had just stuck with Leah, he would have produced what God wanted. Because the most consequential children of Jacob came from Leah. The third born, Levi, the priesthood, and the fourth born, Judah, the kingship and the line of the Messiah. All of them were produced by Leah. The rest, even the children of Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh, the most idolatrous of his children. And so you look at it, if he had just stayed with what he got on his wedding night, he would have done very fine.
But Doc, the aspect of emotional attachment will have been missing.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't his choice.
Oh, you know, he would have gotten used to it.
And develop it with time.
Yes. He would have gotten used to it and grown into it. You know, sometimes you can create mental blocks for yourself where you say, oh, this is not the person I wanted. This is the other person I wanted. You know, but that's what you got. This is what you got. And if Christ could love us, learn to love all of us whilst we're yet sinners, I believe we can love people and we can grow to be very affectionate with people that we didn't start with a strong affection for.
Definitely, Doc. There are some that started with this same perception of it being wrong, but which turned out to be great. And there are some also that were supposed to be the best that did not turn out well. So
I mean, I've seen people who were very romantic during courtship and the first few years of their marriage sadly break up. And I've seen people who struggled badly with their marriage grow to marry for 30, 40 years and be very happy and grow and their children very happy. So I think hard work works. Hard work works.
This is time with Pastor Otabil. We are enjoying this discussion about how to build a lasting marriage. And I must say that Dr. Otabil is giving us answers that are not the conventional ones you would expect. He says, if you present it to God, trust God and build on from there.